Hello everybody, I just recently made a video about how to switch your Radeon driver over to AMD GPU if your graphics card is an old one with Southern Island support or if it's a newer AMD graphics card. Just a quick disclaimer here, I just want to say that I'm not responsible for anything you do to your hardware or software as a result of the instructions in this video. Number one thing you need to do is make a Linux Live USB in case you can't boot your system after this. Number two thing you need to do is back up everything that's important to you. I can't guarantee this is going to work for your system unless you do number three, which is research your graphics card thoroughly and make sure that if it's older, it has Southern Islands or Sea Islands support, or if it's not older, it's newer. The method involves copying a string of text into your /etc/default/grub file and then running sudo update-grub. The problem is you may occasionally need to switch from that driver to the other Radeon driver because certain programs only support Radeon and not AMD GPU. So I made a script to make this a bit easier instead of having to go back and do everything manually every single time I want to do it. What I did was this. I copied my grub file over to my scripts folder, and this right here would be the modified file that I made to switch over to that driver. So right here, in between these two quotes, you see this custom string that was added. Trying to get it highlighted, it's kind of a pain. But okay, so what I did was I deleted all this text, and I saved it to this file. So without the string in between these quotes, all I'm going to get is the original Radeon driver. So I was starting to think, could I make a script or have a script made for me that would make it easy to switch, like a nice script with a prompt, so all I have to do is enter a number, enter my password, and I'm good to go. I went over to ChatGPT and I was given this script. Now this is nice, this worked out and everything, except it didn't include sudo before the copy command, so I put that in myself. It had /scripts written out before grub A and grub R, but since I'm in the same folder, I just deleted those and left the file names. Pretty much that's all the changes I made, except down here for grub A I made it AMD GPU, and for grub B I made it Radeon. Or for grub R I made it Radeon. I created a custom string.txt file that has the string that you're going to have to put into your grub file, because I will not be including my grub files with this archive that I'm going to throw up on Mediafire. If you try to use my grub files in your system, you won't be able to boot anymore. I guess we need to go ahead and test it and make sure it works. So really quick before I run this, let me prove what driver I'm using. AMD GPU driver right there. Okay, I'm going to select Radeon. It's really nice and fast. I'm going to go ahead and reboot now, and then you're going to see the change. Okay, I just rebooted and I'll show you the information that I get about this driver. This specific card on this driver. Pretty much nothing except the fact that it's on the Radeon driver. And I don't want that, so I'm going to switch back to the AMD GPU driver right now. I should be able to just double click this and run it in a terminal. Good. So it's that easy, and if that's the case, that means I could just add it to the menu system and not even have to go through with all this. I'm going to go ahead and reboot now. Okay, I just rebooted and I'm back on the AMD GPU driver. Apparently this program prefers that over the Radeon driver. It seems to get more information from the AMD GPU driver, but enough about that. I'm going to close that, and I just wanted to let everybody know I've created this driver switch.zip file. I'm going to upload this to Mediafire. This has a folder inside it that has the script and it also has the string that you have to add to your grub file manually so you can get the grub A file that works with a script. Okay, so as a quick recap, your original grub file is going to be grub R, your modified grub file is going to be grub A. I wanted to show everyone I did put this in my menu and downloaded a neat little icon and it works, but if you don't change something, you're going to click it and it's not going to load. What you have to do is go into properties, and I'll show you the one little thing. Right here under type, you have to switch to application and terminal. Once you change that, it's going to work. So you can just run it right out of your menu, reboot, and you got the other driver. Anyway, that's all this video is. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.